My primary mode of transportation was bus.
That's how Home Depot employee Brett Langdo always got to work. But once the pandemic hit, he ditched the bus.
A large part of it was due to fear. I didn't want to be in an enclosed space with a bunch of other people.
One of the reasons the Lower Mainland's roads are seeing high levels of traffic. Data from TransLink shows that crossings on 3 major bridges are within 10% of pre-COVID volume. On the Patillo Bridge, there was a definitive drop in crossings in the first few months of the pandemic, but traffic volume quickly rebounded. Now there's about a 5% decrease in vehicle volume. In March, the Golden Ears Bridge saw its highest number of crossings since August 2019. And on the Knight Street Bridge, there were 941,066 crossings in February, a decrease of only 9% compared to the previous year.
A lot of people did shift their travel mode, so people who had choices stopped using transit.
Most turned to cars. Winters says travel behaviors generally only shift due to big disruptions in people's lives. Think buying a house, finding a new romantic partner, retiring, or a global pandemic.
Kind of like interruption and disruption that we saw with the COVID lockdown is completely unprecedented.
But while COVID-19 shifted a majority of transit riders to vehicles, she's not convinced vaccinations will be a big enough event to push them back to transit, meaning the return to in-office work and in-class studies could lead to even higher rates of congestion.
There's not capacity on our roads. We were in a state of congestion that was having sort of economic and social impacts pre-COVID.
Congestion levels and ridership wariness are something the team at TransLink are closely watching.
But as congestion comes back, you pointed out that we're already seeing in the 90%. That is one of the factors that it's more convenient to take your bike, more convenient to walk if you can, or to jump on transit.
And TransLink is preparing a public campaign to welcome back riders and convince them it's safe.
Just like we made a push last spring when we put in all these measures, we'll start that once it's clear that it's free to go back to those sort of shared spaces.
But for Langdo, it all comes down to the numbers.
If we have a transmission rate that's going up, I would be hesitant to get on the bus still.
Joel Ballard, CBC News, Vancouver.